This video is about solving linear equations and the steps that we take to do that. So first, for our example, we're going to solve 4x minus 7 equals 13 for x. And the main thing we need to remember is that the goal is to get x by itself. So we want to reverse any math that's kind of done onto that x. So our first step is going to be to add or subtract constants to the other side of the equation. When we say other side, we mean to the side that doesn't have the x on it. So we start out with 4x minus 7 equals 13. Well, our constant is going to be our 7, so we add 7 to both sides. Because originally it was subtracted, so to undo subtraction we do addition. That just leaves us with 4x is equal to 20. In step 2, it says we're going to multiply or divide by a coefficient to move it to the other side. Our coefficient is the thing multiplied onto the variable. So in this case, that's the 4. So we have 4x equals 20. To undo that multiplication, we're going to do division by 4 on both sides, so that we'll just get x is equal to 5. Our last step is very important. We want to check to make sure our work is right by substituting the solution into the original equation. And when we do this, we just would put in our 5 for x. And then we're just going to work through this mathematically. So 4 times 5 gives us 20. Still over minus 7 equals 13. When we do 20 minus 7, we get 13 equals 13. So that checks out. Our math worked. Let's do another example with some other operations. Let's solve x divided by 7 plus 5 equals 9. So step 1 is going to tell us that we want to move our constants to the other side by addition or subtraction. Well, we have a positive 5 here, or plus 5. So we need to do some subtraction in order to get it to the other side, because the opposite of addition is subtraction. When we do that subtraction, we're going to get x divided by 7 is equal to 4. So step 2 is going to tell us that since we have x divided by 7, in order to do the opposite of that to get the x alone, we have to multiply by 7 on both sides. So then we're going to have x is equal to 28. Once again, we need to check our work in step 3. So if we put 28 in for x, 28 divided by 7 plus 5 equals 9. Well, 28 divided by 7 we know equals 4. If we add 5 to that, we get 4 plus 5 equals 9. So 9 equals 9, which is true, and our work checks out. The checking step might seem a little redundant right now, but when problems get more complicated, it will be really helpful in catching mistakes. So this is all about linear equations and how to solve them.